Robin from Anime America here, and somebody made a very interesting spin-off that I'm kind of curious about. It is a 3-chapter spin-off about a young boy who wakes up the very next day as Yamcha from Dragon Ball. Of all the characters to wake up as, you chose Yamcha. I'm sure the poor kid had no choice, but he's gonna have one hell of an experience with Yamcha, with all the fatalities and deaths and the holes being pierced through you, and oh, Yamcha. After Dragon Ball Z, poor Yamcha. Manga artist Dragon Garow Lee revealed on his Twitter account on Monday that his Gaiden Tensei Shitara Yamcha Datta Ken Dragon Ball side story The Case of Being Reincarnated as Yamcha manga will run for 3 chapters. The second chapter is slated for release next month. The series is a spin-off of Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball manga, and the first chapter debuted on Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus web manga site on Monday. Lee has joined the manga, and Toriyama is credited for the original work. In the manga, a high school boy gets into an accident by falling down a stair and reincarnates in the Dragon Ball world as Yamcha. Armed only with his knowledge of the latter events in the comic, he sets out to make Yamcha the hero of the story. So this is basically Yamcha's redemption. Yamcha is going to be the hero. Believe it. Wow. This actually sounds like the most awesome idea ever. Take one of the most made fun of characters in the Dragon Ball universe and boom, make him the hero. He started off in Dragon Ball as like this big brother figure to Goku, like someone who's stronger than little tiny Goku. And now like everybody else has surpassed him, even Krillin has surpassed you, Yamcha. But yeah, basically, if you're interested to see the story, we'll probably have a coverage of it when it's finally released and published and whatnot. Keep an eye on this one. I hope it gets an anime or like an OVA of some sort. That'd actually be interesting, that some kid dies and he's reincarnated as Yamcha. So that leaves me a question. If something were to happen to you, I don't want you to die. Don't die. Maybe get into a coma and your spirit is transported into the body of another anime character. Who would that anime character be and why? But try not to go OP because that's so uncreative. Just give me the most original answer you can think of, like the one character you would want to be reincarnated as. But also comment which one you wouldn't want to be reincarnated as. Like someone that's just like, oh crap, of all the characters, why this one? So I think I'll start it off. Definitely, if I were to, pass on and be reincarnated as an anime character, I'll just go with the easy answer. I think I'd go with Sailor Moon. Just be the magical girl that doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm not choosing her because she's OP. I'm choosing her because she's a superhero that doesn't have to be perfect. She can mess up and trip over, but she has good intentions, and that's what it all, boils up to. She has the best intentions, and she does what she can to save the day. She's not perfect, but nobody is perfect, and that's what I love about it. The one anime character I would not like to come back as. Definitely not saying Kirito, because I'm not that mean, and plus he's OP in the series. He's a Gary Sue, so who wouldn't want to be Kirito? There you go. I wouldn't mind being Kirito because I'd be OP as hell and I'd get all the ladies. Yep. Maybe I wouldn't want to come back as Krillin or Yamcha or Tien or just, maybe not Tien, just any of the Dragon Ball Z characters that keep dying and coming back. I would not want to be any of those citizens of Dragon Ball Z. Like those people that still say, well, in the Dragon Ball universe, you may die a lot, but you have the Dragon Balls to bring you back to life. No, if I die, I'm gonna stay dead if I'm in that universe, because I'm gonna be like, screw you. There are plenty of painful ways to die in the Dragon Ball universe. So that's not happening to me, no. I'd rather stay dead in the Dragon Ball universe rather than come back and take my chance with the next evil bad guy. Like, how's that going with Dragon Ball Super, huh? How many more civilians are we losing today? I've yet to see the rest of Dragon Ball Super, but yeesh. So all these villains coming in on Earth. That's why it's the #1 worst anime to live in, because you're constantly dying. You're like, oh, with the Dragon Balls, you come back to life, and you get like a couple of years of peace until the next bad guy comes. Who would want that, though? Who would want that? apparently a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans are like, well, if I'm in the Dragon Ball universe, it'd be like the greatest thing ever because I could be a Super Saiyan. Who said you're gonna be in that world and you're gonna be a Saiyan? The worst possibility is you're going to be a human with no powers, you can't fly, and you're gonna die constantly. And they're gonna be like, oh, well, we'll bring you back to life, only to die horrifically again. No. So that's like any character I would not want to be from Dragon Ball Z, especially the humans. The humans from Dragon Ball Z, especially Yamcha, I would not want to come back as. Sure, pick BOP as hell and choose Goku and Piccolo and Vegeta because you want to be the ultimate super warrior that saves the day and gets all OP and crap. Because you're obviously going to think that. You're going to think the easy answer, that you're going to be a powerful being. Because that's all we want to be. We want to be that powerful person that saves the day and has all these powers and they're the hero of the story. And that's pretty much the comments that I get when it comes to top 10 worst worlds to live in. Is you have the Dragon Balls so you can easily come back to life, and you automatically assume that if you're living in that world, you're going to be Goku. Not everybody in the world of Dragon Ball Z is Goku. Stop it! Yeah, definitely gonna go to the best world in the world and be the best character ever. Same thing as One Punch Man, you're not gonna be Saitama. There's only one Saitama. Saitama is Saitama, you're not Saitama. But if you come back reincarnated as Saitama, I guess that's different. Be reincarnated as Saitama and give a one punch to everybody. So I'm probably gonna see a lot of that in the comment section, but be creative. Tell me which anime character you would want to come back as and why, and what is the worst character you would not want to come back as. This would be an interesting discussion down below. Thanks again for listening to my ramblings. We'll do our best to create more of these news videos to meet YouTube's undying demand for daily content. We'll do our best to do these, and so we'll do our best to make these videos for you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you like what we do, leave a comment down below, like, favorite, subscribe, click on the little notification bell, share with all your relatives and friends on social media. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. More awesome videos are on the way. Stay tuned, Anime America. Dragon Ball Z is still the worst place to live in. Don't do it.